What are you all looking at? Ah. Ta-da! Fight! What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James, or ThnxCya, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod spotlight. And today we are going to be taking a look at the fantastic and very, very adorable TOUHOU Alice Dolls mod. So the first thing I want to say is I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It's kind of like TOUHOU or something like that. And effectively what it is it's kind of based off this Japanese game, I believe, called TOUHOU Project. Now, I'm not too familiar with the game myself, but what it actually does in the kind of Minecraft world is it does adapt these characters, I guess, to sort of, I guess, for want of a better phrase, they're kind of like your in-game slaves / minions. So they will do tasks for you. They're really, really useful, and they will kind of like protect you, and they will do loads of really useful things. So it's kind of like a wolf, but with loads of other versions of it, so you can kind of implement them and use them around your world, and they're very, very cute. Hello. I don't know why you're there. But yeah, okay, so we actually do have quite a few different ones here to sort of look at, and I've got like a few demonstrations and stuff which I will do. This is actually one of them. This is the first one that we're going to be looking at. So as you can see, the modeling for these are very, very awesome, and you know, the sort of the AI and stuff is kind of on point, which is pretty sweet. And if we let's try again. So yeah, as you can see here, we do have quite a different variety of all the different types. So how it all works is effectively this item here, which is the doll core. Now, this is the one that you're going to need in order to craft all of these different dolls. Now, there are actually, I think, 6 of them that are fully implemented with crafting recipes into the mod, but this is actually a 1.7 mod, so this is still getting updated. Now, there are actually more dolls available in the creative menus, which I'll show you at the end of the video, but they don't currently have a crafting recipe for them. So the cool thing is, because we're in 1.7, we don't yet have not enough items, so I can't show you the recipes quickly, but we do actually have an updated version of crafting guide, so I can kind of show you how these work, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, this is the doll core, and this is how we start it. So you know, each one of these dolls will actually take a diamond, so they're not the cheapest things in the world, but you will need a diamond, you'll need 2 lapis, and you'll need 3 redstone like that, and then that will give you the doll core. And then for every single doll that you can make, it's exactly the same recipe, but with one changing part. So to make a bear doll, this doesn't do anything, it kind of just walks around and looks kind of cute. It will be a doll core in the middle surrounded by 4 wool. So every single one will have exactly the same recipe, but then to change the function of the doll, you just change the item in the top left hand corner. So for example here, to make the Shanghai Doll, which is the one that's kind of walking around, we put a golden sword in the top corner, or just any sword I think, but I'd stick a golden one in, why not? The Harai Doll is a pickaxe, the Udio, I think that's right, is a TNT block, the Russia Doll is a chest, I get the reference there, I think that's clever. The Germany Doll is an axe, and then finally the London Doll is an Eye of Ender. So all of these do have different purposes. As I did mention, there are a few other dolls and stuff, which I'll show you at the end, but they don't currently have recipes implemented that I know of. So yeah, I do actually think there's one that does have a recipe, but I'll come to that at the end. So let's start off straight away with the first one that we're going to look at, which I think will be the, let's start from the beginning here with the Shanghai Doll. Now there's one of them sort of wandering around there, but once you spawn it down, this is it. So this very, very sweet little sausage, and it kind of has like different functions depending on what you want to do with it. So if you spawn it in like so, it will kind of just sit there and look around, but when you right click it, it will scroll through different modes. So if you right click it once, it will go to patrol mode. Now when it's in patrol mode, it will actively seek out hostile mobs, and it will go and actually kill them. So as well as actually focusing on the hostile mob, it will tell you how many hostile mobs it locks onto, which is very cool. I'll show you that in a sec. If we click on it again, it will go into follow mode. So this is kind of like a wolf. It will follow you around, so you can take it on your journeys with you. You could have like a little army of these, which I think is pretty sweet, sort of following you around. But yeah, if you click it again, it disappears. Oh no, it doesn't. It's on my head. Get off. And then finally, if you just right click it off your head, it will go to standby, which means it will stay there. So you can leave it in your base if you want to. You can do whatever you want with it. So if we spawn this guy in, as you can see here, this Shanghai Doll, although it's not actually in patrol mode, has isolated that there is a creeper and that there is one of them, which is very cool. So if we right click it again into patrol mode, it will actively seek out the creeper and it will go and destroy it, which is very, very cool. So these things are amazing to have in and around your base area, because they will patrol the general area, and then if anything comes near them that is hostile and deems a threat to you, it will kind of protect you, which I think is pretty damn awesome, I've got to say. Very, very cool. The AI is fantastic. It hardly ever gets stuck anywhere. I've not actually seen them get stuck yet, and they're just pretty damn sweet. So, the next one we're going to look at is the Shanghai Doll. So this works really, really nicely in cave systems and stuff. So as soon as you spawn this near some ore, it will isolate the ore, it will isolate the number of ore, and then it will start hopefully mining it for you. So let's spawn this in here. Here we go. As you can see, Shanghai, it's located 5 gold ore, which is very cool. As soon as we right-click that into patrol mode, it gets to work. So as you can see there, it will actually start mining away the ore, which is very cool. It does actually pick it up, I think, as well. So if we shift right-click... No, hang on, wait. No, get off my head. This is something that I forgot to get. What you actually need to do to access this, I believe, is get a chest in your hand and then right-click it with the chest. Yes! Yeah, so if you get a chest in your hand and right-click it, then the dolls have their own little inventory. So you could, like, leave this to go in a cave system, and then you could come back, and then it would be stacked full of ores, and then you can just take it out as and when you like, which is pretty damn sweet. So this is the minor one. Very, very useful. Okay, so the next one is... the TOUHOU Doll. Let me just double-check which one this is. Aha! Now, the TOUHOU Doll is very loyal. And I mean very, very loyal, because this is like a kamikaze doll. And this, yeah, you'll see. So we spawn this lovely lady in. As you can see, she's got a little TNT block in her hand. And this is kind of like a creeper. So what will happen is that it will isolate something that will be of a threat. As soon as you put it into patrol mode, it will follow it and... Yeah, it's pretty powerful, I've got to say, and it will actually give you the doll back every time it's exploded, which is really, really cool. Of course, it will make an absolute mess everywhere. So should we have a bit of fun here? Hang on. So we got 4 of these. Activate, 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 activate. Oh god. So as you can see, these are really, really cool. They've got stuck in a hole now. You silly sausages. Alright, I'll help you out. There you go. Oh god! So yeah, very, very cool. These are extremely loyal. You could kind of send these, right? This is the kind of thought I had. You could send these into like dungeons and stuff, and they could kind of clear it out for you, and then you could nip in. Depends if you want the spawner destroyed or not, but I'm not too sure if it destroys spawners actually. Let's check. Okay, let's check it out. Go! Oh god, no, it doesn't actually destroy spawners. Okay, so yeah, this is a fantastic thing to send into your dungeons, because it will clear it out all for you, and it will actually keep the spawner intact, so that's pretty damn sweet. I did actually see a pop-up where one of these noticed a skeleton somewhere. Oh, it killed it. So you'll kind of see prompts pop up in your left-hand corner, which will show you what your Shanghai Doll is doing, for example, and what it's killing, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, okay, so let's actually clear this inventory out here. Right, so moving on to the next one. The next one is the Russia doll. Now, I believe this is sort of a reference to kind of like the babushka dolls in terms of like their things inside each other, I think. But yeah, this is very cool because this is actually a pickup one. So this is great for when you're doing mass mining and digging, but you do want to keep your resources. So what we're going to do here is let's pick an item. Cake. No, I can't stack cake. Cookies! Yes. Right, so we're going to stack a load of cookies everywhere. There we go. So we've got a load of cookies here. As soon as we activate this, she'll go into patrol mode and she will pick up any entity that is on the floor. So of course I've used cookies here, but this can be used for blocks. It can be used for crops. This is a really good thing for crops. If you have like an automated farming system, you could use these to like use water to push all your crops out. And then instead of using a hopper, then she could actually come around and take all of the crops, which is pretty sweet. This one works exactly the same as the mining one in that when you get a chest in your hand, where have you gone? Oh, there you are. You're so sneaky. So if you right click it, this one has a really, really big inventory space. So you'll have all of the items there. You can stack loads in here and it will keep it all safe for you, which is very, very sweet. So moving on to the next one this one is the Germany doll. The Germany doll. Okay, so let's stick this one. This is a like an axe one. So as you can see, this one is going to be doing trees and stuff. So let's move you a bit closer. All right, so let's activate you. Blop. No target. Where are you going? Are you patrolling for trees? Are you not close enough? Come on. I do think these need to be fairly close, actually, in order to sort of pick them up. So let's do another one a bit closer to this tree. There we go. Whoop. Oh my god, yeah, so it like ender pearls itself to the top of the tree, and then it will actually dig it from the top down, which is amazing. This thing, imagine if you drop this thing in a jungle biome. It would go absolutely insane, and it would just do so many woods for you. Once again, of course, when it does actually pick up the woods, if you right-click it, then it will actually pick up all the wood for you, which is very, very useful. Let's do another one of those. That was awesome. So we'll chop it from the top down. Yeah, the AI on this is so on point. I've never seen like a minion mod that has such a good AI, and it does like what you want it to do, which is fantastic. So yeah, very, very cool. And I think the final one that has a purpose currently, well, I say that, you'll see, is the London Doll. So if we click the London Doll here, this one is very unique because this one has a little ender pearl in it. Now what this will do is it will kind of show you in which direction there is a dungeon. Isn't that cool? I think that's really, really awesome. So what you can do is you sort of match yourself up with this. So of course you get yourself a compass, and then you can see that every now and again she'll kind of shout out a little prompt. So if we put her into patrol mode, she's shouting east. So what you do is you kind of, oh god, you follow her, and she will actually take you east, and then which way? Which way? North? Which way is north? Ooh. Oh, come on, compass. Yes. Oh, this way? You just went that way. What? Oh, there we go. So as you can see now, it's actually isolated. What? No, that's the Germany doll. What? You're looking at trees. Stop looking at trees. But yeah, she will actually take you in the coordinate direction to an underground dungeon. So effectively what you do is if she says north, you follow north until you can actually choose her to like follow you, and then she'll kind of help you isolate a dungeon. So that's pretty damn awesome, I've got to say, and it's a great way to find yourself some mob spawners. Right. So we're coming up to the final one that actually does something, I believe, and this is the Girth Doll. I think that's supposed to be the Goliath doll. I have seen Japanese mods that have a bit of trouble with the R's and the A's and the L's in Japanese and English. But yeah, this one, you see the size of these? Da da da! It's a massive one. And I think you make this exactly the same, but instead of a gold sword, you actually put in a diamond sword. And I think it makes this one, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is exactly the same as the Shanghai Doll, but it is just like much bigger, so, and much stronger as well. So this thing will just, you know, destroy and carve through a lot of things. This one is absolutely huge. If you look at the size difference, right? These, I feel so inadequate. Look at that. Huge. So this one is the Goliath Doll. So this one is kind of like a big patroller. And as well as that, of course, we do have a few other ones which don't currently have crafting recipes for, which I will show you anyway, because they are nicely modelled. So this one is actually the bear doll. So this one is what you can make without using anything on it. So it will kind of just follow you around and stuff. It's kind of cute. This one is the Grand Gojimo, or something like that, which is very cool. This is the Remio doll. This is the bear doll Mark II, which is a little bit bigger. And then this one is the Yuka doll. I think some of these may be characters from the show or something. I'm not too sure. But yeah, as you can see, a really, really nice minion style mod. It will do loads of awesome things for you. The interface is fantastic. The AIs are perfect. It will do everything that you want it to do, and it will look pretty adorable at the same time. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, and if you like these crazy cool little minions that do stuff for you, then please leave a like. Can we try and get over 1,000 likes? That would be absolutely awesome. Thank you so, so much for all your support. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, go for it. We do Minecraft done fun. But until next time, thank you once again for watching. It's been such a pleasure. As always, thanks. See ya.